It's time for us as faculty to encourage students to use AI to help them study. Make AI their study buddy. Because AI has changed the learning landscape, and we have so many tools to help the learning stick or become more durable than ever before. So if we don't encourage students to utilize AI as their study buddy, they're actually going to fall behind others because everybody's working hard out there. We have to work hard and smart at the same time when it comes to studying. That's what will give our students the edge when they're looking for a job, when they're interviewing, doing things like that. So let's dive into studying and how we can empower students to utilize AI as their study buddy. So if you like this kind of content, like and subscribe to the DLS channel because we're putting stuff out like this all the time. By encouraging students to utilize AI tools for studying, you're helping them grow. You are empowering that student, and you're having that conversation about AI, which is really the elephant in the room. So in an academic setting, is it cheating? Is it, should I feel weird about it as a student utilizing AI? No, let's talk about it. Let's speak about that elephant in the room. And just that conversation empowers students, and we're going to give them tools to help them learn faster and learn better and make the learning more durable. So it's a very empowering thing for the student. So students should do two things prior to starting any study session that has nothing to do with AI. It's just good learning. It sets our mind up to learn, and that's make a prediction, predict what they're going to learn, and then make a goal for the learning session. So I usually make the goal first, then predict what I'm going to learn, and that sets the mind up to take in new content and connect it to our previous networks that we have in our mind, but that's another video, so we can look at that later. Let's dive into four strategies that students can utilize AI to help them learn better, study better. This first one is one of my favorites. It's use AI for quiz and feedback session. Even before you begin learning, I have the prompt that they can write in the description of the video. It's very simple. What happens is you write this prompt in there. AI, you can either use the documents that you have in the classroom, or it can go out, search the web, whatever you want it to do. And then it's going to ask you questions about the content, multiple choice. You're going to answer, then it gives you feedback. You can do this several times, and that starts set up micro learning. So that gets us learning before we've even tried to acquire the specific content from the course. It is a fantastic tool, and it opens up the networks in our brain. So now this new learning can connect to previous learning and experience. So now it's becoming more durable even before we started. So now the first step was the pregame, the quiz, and the feedback. And the second step is to have AI summarize the content. I use Merlin on my Google web browser, and it's an extension. It summarizes any website that I'm on. There's many other tools, so encourage them to use tools that will summarize the content that they're learning. You can even use ChatGPT 3, 4, wherever they are. The free version, I believe, is 3, and the paid version is 4, and they can use it to summarize as well. So you can see the learning process has already started even in the pregame. Then we move to the summary. AI gave us a summary. Now they're going to acquire that knowledge, however it may be, whatever content we have in the class. And that's going to take them to the postgame where we're going to quiz again. So utilize AI for quizzing again, but this time quiz and give scenarios on how it can be used. I have the prompt in the description as well for this one. So for the post game, it's a quiz again. So we can do a quiz with just the multiple choice. This is recall sort of stuff. That's important because it helps students, when we can recall faster, it helps students use that content that we have in creative ways to solve complex issues. So we do that in the post game, but also start tacking on scenarios as well. And the fourth one is the self-explain or teach the AI. So you can use the audio input or type in, and you can type in what you know. So you're teaching the AI really. So you're pretending to teach it. So the student will type it in or use the voice activation piece, and they'll speak in parts and pieces of what they learned. And so teaching it to the AI, and then they'll get feedback. They can actually have a discourse back and forth, which is fantastic. And teaching is such a powerful learning tool that comes from Richard Feynman, an esteemed physicist who came up with teaching as a learning tool. And when students do that, it just further cements in that learning to make it more and more durable. So those are 4 simple ways that students can spend less time studying and get more from studying. And it actually gives them an advantage using these tools. And we know that everybody's working really hard at studying all throughout the nation. And we want to empower our students to be able to use the latest tools so they can keep pace and even have an advantage when they're in job interviews or doing whatever they may be doing within life. So I hope this was helpful. Remember to like and subscribe to the DLS channel and leave any comments you would. I'd love to have a discourse with you right in YouTube.